When considering our options for our annual snowbird escape, we decided to pursue the Northern Lights during their peak. Our 3-week journey took us to Norway, where we spent a day in Oslo and 2.5 weeks in Tromsø. Capturing the Aurora was our main goal, but we did a lot more, including sleigh rides, snowshoeing, and watching whales. We hope you enjoy our retelling of this great adventure.
In this episode, we share our experiences beyond the Aurora chasing. Tromsø is known as the gateway to the Arctic, so we tried to get a feel for the life in the Arctic Circle by going whale watching, dog sledding, snowshoeing, and more. Library.
We also explored the city quite a bit during our stay.
City center should have a bunch of different restaurants.
It was an interesting mix of tourist town and hometown for a lot of people, which we appreciated.
The northernmost Lutheran church in the world. Seems like a very specific thing to say. But yeah, see the line. Big touristy thing. They do have soy hot dogs as well. But they got like a reindeer hot dog that apparently is a thing to do.
Our apartment was right behind the library, which was an easy landmark for navigating.
Each of our adventures began with a view of this awesome building as we headed out from our Airbnb.
We got up early to board our whale watching cruise, which departed at 8:30 a.m. local time.
Wow. Cool.
That morning had an amazing purple glow in the southern sky behind the clouds. We were excited to go whale watching. We'd seen humpbacks on our Alaska trip years ago, but had not been on a successful cruise since.
The boarding process went smoothly. The ship was full, but we eventually found some good seats in the lower aft section.
We know ship speak now.
We traveled for about 3 hours to the area near Skirjoy. Early reports indicated the presence of whale pods here.
Reports proved correct. There were many whale pods here.
That's the front left side.
We spotted humpbacks, orcas, and fin whales during our 1-hour cruise of the area.
We have the ways on the left side. Okay, some of them are going for a dive, but there's still one there, two there. One is going for another dive, and the last one too.
We felt very fortunate to see these magnificent creatures, especially in such a beautiful setting. There were several different humpback pods in the area, so the ship's crew kept pointing us in the next best direction. At least one or maybe two pods of fin whales made an appearance, but always while we were watching the humpbacks.
A pod of orcas passed close to our ship.
We were shocked to learn that the small boats nearby offered tourists the chance to swim with the orcas.
We watched a group of people float right next to the pod before they dove deep.
Apparently, the orcas do not like hanging around groups of humans.
They're smart animals.
Yes. Another of our morning adventures was a tour of some of the local Arctic fjords. This tour left at 9:30 local time. Rain, clouds, and the time of year made the morning feel as dark as night. This expedition took us to spots within an hour of Tromsø, mostly around Kivjellsletta, or Whale Island.
The one time I don't bring my spikes is the one time I need them. Ah!
So again, Norwegians very original. So
Oh, look at that. Woo! Pretty.
Our second stop was to check on a waterfall that just a few weeks earlier was completely frozen. Fortunately, on this day it was only mostly frozen, so we got some good shots in the rain.
Our guide Nelson was a lot of fun. Another bird. It rained through most of the morning, then became cold and windy in the afternoon. But Nelson kept us excited and upbeat. He also arranged for a brief stop at a cafe for coffee and snacks, which helped.
We stopped for lunch in a campfire at a beach area that offered amazing views.
Nelson and our driver Martine made hot meals and poured hot drinks for us, all while we explored the beach and warmed ourselves by the fire. After lunch, Nelson took us to one of his favorite spots, where a glacier once fed into the fjord. It is still visible, but continues to recede up the mountainside. One of the things that I really wanted to try was dog sledding, and John agreed to go along with me. We met the bus around 3 p.m. and got another purple sky event, this time an effect from the setting sun. It was amazing.
The Tromsø Wilderness Facility was a 30-minute bus ride from the city center where we were staying. Upon arrival, we put on the thermal suits and boots and got to meet the husky puppies, which was a lot of fun.
Some cake and then meet the rest of it. We have basically everything. And these are still huskies, but they are not the Siberian husky what most people expect. But Siberian husky, it is a
Calling, hi!
We also got to meet the more mature sled pulling dogs. They were really sweet.
Are you doing okay? We were told that the dogs absolutely love hugs and pets, so we all spent some time sharing the love. It was cool to discover the unique personality of each dog. As the sledding teams pulled in, it became obvious that the dogs also love to run. They wanted us on those sleds immediately.
To wrap up the afternoon, we boarded our sled and went for a 20-minute ride.
Way to go, guys!
We learned a ton about the nature of the dog sled teams and the different personalities for the different positions.
We really enjoyed this activity.
Pretty.
Tromsø has several museums and attractions, so on various days we made sure to explore these sites. One of these sites was the Troll Museum. There he is. How come you get to be a troll?
You were a minute ago.
What's that? Oh, awesome. You come back?
It's only one at a time.
It's only one time.
Yeah.
It really is Middle Earth, isn't it? Waterfall spirit. It's kind of a nifty thing to think of it as a musician.
Yeah.
The music of the waterfall.
Yeah, I love it.
So cool. After the Troll Museum, we walked along the waterfront to Polaria, a polar aquarium.
The aquarium had lots of fascinating tanks with sea life native to the cold Arctic and North Sea waters. They also had a large theater and ran 3 different shows, including one about the Northern Lights. We were excited to see the sea lion training session too. On another day, we visited the Polar Museum. Exhibits share how indigenous people and settlers hunted and lived in the territory, the history of fishing and whaling, and stories of the many attempts to navigate to the North Pole. It was fascinating.
is relatively recent, right? All the chest stuff. So cute, buddy. Show your stuff. Puppy. Oh, you guys are so teeny tiny. So cute. Interior of this ship. That outfit. Yeah. I think you could totally pull that off. I don't know about this guy with the fur coat though. I don't know if you could pull that off. But this look, for sure you could pull that look off. No. No, I know. Oh, the harpoon here.
The museum had 3 different floors. The third floor was dedicated to the many expeditions to be the first team to arrive at the geographic North Pole. It was interesting to learn about the various attempts, including by ship, by sled, by dirigibles, and by aircraft. And a lot of the expeditions apparently passed through Tromsø. Not far from the Polar Museum, we found the Perspective Museum. They had exhibits focused on, of all things, the origin of prefabricated houses from Sweden and their global impact. The history of the prefab houses was surprisingly interesting. One of the repeated benefits allowed nations to jumpstart their middle class after either wars or other sudden changes in immigration. They also had an exhibit on the life of Cora Sandal, also known as Sarah Fabricius, an artist and author who grew up in Tromsø.
In that house. What's that?
Out the window.
Yeah. Out the window. Okay, and then photo. Oh. It's like it's the same thing. There's that building right there. Yeah, the Bravo Brazier. Palace Brazier. Very cool. Huh. definitely glad I put the skirt on. Or bus. Bye, bus. So pretty. In our quest to experience a Scandinavian sauna, we took the Viper bus to Tromsø, or Tromsø Bathhouse.
This facility had sauna rooms and pools of different temperatures, including cold plunge options.
No cameras or phones are allowed, so we're sharing their promotional video to give a sense of what it was like, though it was not this busy.
We enjoyed the heated outdoor pool on this magnificent day, watching cross-country skiers, planes from the nearby airport, and a clear blue sky, although no sun appeared above the mountains yet.
This was a very enjoyable day, and it was John's first sauna.
Yeah, what a great experience.
Look at it. It's like a snow globe. That's so cool. Yeah, the first couple is... 1 second. While we were here, the Tromsø International Film Festival is being held. TIFF presented over 50 different films at various theaters in town. We were amazed at the variety of snacks available at the theater. Squishies. Still don't see the things. Oh, can smash!
We waited in a jumbled queue to enter one of 2 theaters, but it all proceeded very smoothly, as we've come to expect in Norway. We decided to see an English film titled The Assessment, which was quite good.
Yeah.
We booked a night at Camp Tamok, near the end of our stay in Tromsø. This excursion offered a night away from town in a small cabin we hoped had a nice view of the sky, as well as several activities to keep us busy throughout our 2-day stay.
What's that? Oh yeah, another Aurora. I wonder, can we see it from the... We really didn't see any Aurora out of our little window, but the cabin was super cozy and warm and very, very comfortable. The camp also had glamping domes, but we'd chosen the cabin because we didn't have to stoke the fire to keep it warm. We got to take our meals in the lavvu, which was warm and cozy, and the food was delicious.
Our first night included a reindeer sleigh ride and an opportunity to learn more about the Sami people, who are native to the land. As a bonus, we experienced another Aurora show, which we had shared previously.
Both the lynx, wolverines, and eagles are protected by law. We are not allowed to shoot them, hunt them, anything like that. We can run after them, scream, and wave our arms. Yeah. That's what.
remember when he saw you, huh?
Day 2 was dedicated to snowshoeing around the surrounding landscape with our guide, Ava.
I was really worried about falling, but actually I didn't fall once. The camp included an ice sculpture park, which we explored after snowshoeing. Cool. It was amazing to see. It was so cool to check out all the different sculptures and all the different rooms that they've set up.
Bedroom. Yeah. Oh, hey, baby. Fancy meeting you in the bedroom. He is actually ice. Yeah. Guessing is a maze. You gonna get lost with me? Whoa. Lavu.
We enjoyed lunch in a lavu, a Sami tent, where we roasted hot dogs, including vegan hot dogs.
And marshmallows.
And we shared stories with our group. We also practiced fire starting techniques.
This one has the traditional opening. This makes me think of teepees that U.S.
Exactly, but it's an indigenous, from here, it's an indigenous tent. It's called a lavu, and the Sami people actually use it when they're putting a bit of a more permanent camp up.
Yes, go. Oh, really good. You got Emma there. Yes.
That was definitely.
I think our cheer blew it out.
The gust fire was again.
Well done! Yay, you!
Since you did this so beautifully,
Good time.
put it in the fire, pour it in. If someone wants to take a video of this, it's gonna be
Yep.
cute. Wait a
Oh,
second. So I just pour it in.
Yeah. Yay!
So
Good
when I
job!
smash those together, they kind of get spark because of all the
What?
Just smash them together over the fire.
Oh, cool. Neat. Way to go. Yay. Oh, okay. What's that all about?
We also got to meet some of the reindeer in training and the dogs who pulled the sleds for the campers.
Yes. Are you Gene Simmons? Oh. You want to see my camera? Yeah. Name? What's your name, huh? Do you guys like to pull sleds? You do? My gosh, hi, can I say hi? Yeah, hi.
Camp Tamok offered a really unique experience for us, and we really enjoyed ourselves here.
Around 4:30, we boarded the bus and enjoyed a relaxing drive back to Tromsø.
Hello.
We just loved walking around the city center, especially during or after the few big snowstorms that we experienced while we were here.
Gimble's a pretty big deal.
Most nights we made our own meals in the Airbnb, and we did our grocery shopping at a nearby store. I always enjoy checking out the local grocery store.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the different brands and some of the same brands that we have at home.
First time we've seen the sun in 2.5 weeks.
During our stay, we got to experience the end of polar night, watching the sun climb above the mountains for the first time since the fall.
Wow.
We loved our time in Tromsø and really felt at home in our apartment.
Ready to go. Just gonna dump that trash out. Dump that trash out. What's coming with? Yeah. Bye-bye. We were sad to leave, but we knew many at our real home were anxious to see us. We loved Norway.
The Northern Lights were inspiring, the people were gracious and fun, and our experiences will remain with us forever.
We hope you've enjoyed our retelling of this trip.
Thank you for watching, for liking, and for commenting.
We also want to thank the many people who made this trip so enjoyable.